going on, Zinger Nation? How are you all doing today? Welcome back to the stream. I'm so excited to be here. Today's actually going to be a longer stream. We're going to go much longer, which means I'm going to spend more time answering your questions. We're able to carve out actually a 2-hour time slot. We'll see how long I last. We'll get these things going. We're going to have a lot of fun together. We're going to discuss a lot of things. Obviously, as you probably saw from the good old title, we're going to be discussing, is this AMC run over? Is the party over? Is AMC done? Are we going to revert back? I'm here to discuss that. I'm going to be talking about Wish stock. I'm going to be talking about a bunch of other stocks that a few people have actually DM me to talk about. And I'm going to answer questions to you about stocks that you guys are curious about and want me to discuss here on the stream. But as always, you guys know the stream is in 3 parts. Part 1, we go over the indices. Part 2, we go over some stocks that I'm looking at. So obviously the AMCs and all the other stuff that I just discussed. And Part 3 is stocks that are from you in the comment section below. All we ask in return is if you're going to throw a comment in this stock in the comment section below, do me a solid and just hit the like button. That's all we ask for in return. Hit the like. And if you want to be super awesome, hit the subscribe button. If you want to be amazing, like, subscribe, and hit the bell. So, all right, let's jump right into it. Richard, I see you, man. I hope you had a great 4th of July as well. I had a fantastic one. Pleasure of spending time with some family. It was awesome. Not going to complain. So let's jump right into it. I got Square booted up, but I want to talk to you folks about SPY. Let's go into SPY. Where is my SPY banner? There it is. So we're going to have some fun together. It's going to be a longer stream. We're going to require some patience, but we're going to get a lot done. And I'm really excited to talk to you about everything going on with that stuff. So again, remember, if you want a stock discussed, put it in the chat. I'm literally going to scroll all the way up when we go to part 3 of the show and try to machine gun as many as possible. All I ask for in return is hitting the like button. And if you know anyone that's in any of these stocks that we're going to discuss, AMC, Wish, Neo, Ford, Gamestop, Grom, HVBT now, and a bunch of other stuff, do me a solid and share this video with them. I want them to talk. Get the AMC apes in here. I want to talk to them. I want to review this. I want to get them prepared. Remember the last time we reviewed AMC on the show? I'm going to take my headphones out because there's nobody on the second mic, so I don't have to, and I'm a little more comfortable without the headphone. But the last time we discussed AMC, we literally set up for the $40 to like $70 jump, so we can definitely get some advantages for the AMC apes, discussing it here, getting them prepared and ready to go. So share this video with them if you know them. What is going on, Yogi Bull? What is going on, Lee, my man? Lee, how you doing? Please let me know what you think. Definitely, I will definitely discuss Grom. I will definitely discuss HVBT. But let's jump into it so I can get the timing going. We're going to have a lot of fun. The good thing is I don't have to rush today. 2 hours on the Spyruski. Someone was having fun with that. I said they called it Spyruski. We're going to have some fun with the Spyruski. Now, I don't know why I called it the Spyruski. And honestly, I don't remember when I called it the Spyruski. But it was a little risky for us today. It was a little red. So I'm going to turn off Bollinger Bands. We don't need that right now. But even though we're literally ripping through the top of the Bollinger Bands, very strong RSI. MACD is green. I mean, I'm used to the – see, like I use Webull to trade. So my MACD is green and pink on the cryptos. And then for stocks, it's actually like literally like let me show you Mara, for example. Come on, Webull, don't embarrass me. See, you're embarrassing me, Webull. That's why I have to use the Benzinga Pro. But see, on Webull, it's like red and green. So you can see why when I say going green, but you're like, Ryan, it's red. What are you doing? It's pointing upward. We're green. So that's why I'm not nuts. There's a method to the madness. So let's go. SPY. Let's talk about it. We are literally touching the top of the Bollinger Band. Let me show you. If I turn off the moving averages, you'll be able to see it a little bit clearer. Look at that. We're literally sitting on the top of the Bollinger Band. For those of you who understand how Bollinger Bands work, is you tend to bounce between the top of the Bollinger Band to the mid to the top, or from the top for the bottom to the mid to the bottom, or from the bottom to the top to the bottom. So like, for example, on SPY, we could try to trace how it moves a little bit. Is from the bottom to the top to the mid, top, mid, top, bottom, ripped through the bottom, mid, ripping to the top, didn't get to the top, but bounced down. So there's a pattern within this little area. I don't want to spend too much time on the technical analysis of what Bollinger Bands are. It's not the point of this stream. Oh, man, I see my boy Larry in here. How you doing, Larry? OPTT, you got it. Clove, LL, we have to talk about Clove. Look, any and every stock that is getting hyped on Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, StockWits, TikTok now. I can't believe it. I'm going to be expanding into TikTok myself. We're going to talk about, but I just need you to let me know what they are because I'm not on TikTok. You guys got to let me know in the comment section below. All we ask in return is hit the like button so we can get some rocket ships on that like button. Like Larry said, rocket ships on the like button. Red SPY equals Spyruski. I like that. Now, I don't know if that's offensive. I apologize if it is. So don't sue me, bro. I don't know. Someone told me, like, said that, hey, at a certain point, you called SPY Ruski. And I was like, what the heck am I doing on these streams? I'm going to get canceled without even knowing what that means. So let's rock and roll. Let's rock and roll here. So let's take a look. We are literally at the top of the Bollinger Band, which scares the hell out of me, but it was a flat day for SPY. Look, down 0.33% is not much. I call, if it's under 0.5% or even 1%, I consider it a flat day. And if you look at this, SPY has been kind of using these 0.5%, 0.4, 0.6% days to stair step its way up to all-time highs, all-time highs, all-time highs. So it's been very, very, very interesting taking a look at SPY and how it's been operating. So I like this movement, but I also like to hedge myself. So as we discussed last time, we got an audience here, so I want to discuss again with you. Hedge your positions. And if you trade SPY, if you trade stocks within the S&P 500, it's easy to hedge. I'm not a financial advisor. There's a banner somewhere here that I have to click that literally says, here we go. Boom. I'm going to let that run on the bottom. I'm not a financial advisor. This is all meant for education, entertainment purposes only, entertainment purposes only. And this is just stuff that I'm doing. If you follow and do it, it's at your own discretion. It's your own money. Don't sue me, bro. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a financial advisor. There's a lot of things I'm not, but let's go. Let's take a look at this. So how I hedge SPY is with SPDN or SXPS. So SXPS, SPXS. I'm sorry. See, when you get to a certain point, when there's so many tickers just running through your head, it starts to get a little bit scrambled eggy. So if you look here, like if you remember SPY was red today, SPY Ruski, you got green on SPXS. I'm going to put it in the comments, SPXS, and I'm going to flash it on the old YouTube thing down here. So I don't have to run. See, I don't want to flash back too many back and forth. So here I'll do the little ribbon thing for you, SPXS. This is what I hedge. So on these red days on the way down, I slowly accumulate shares. And you might be saying, hey, why don't you hedge with something like SPY puts? This is the thing. I have no clue when the crash or correction is going to happen, and I don't think you do either. Now, I don't want to say the word prophet, but I'm no oracle. I don't know when these things are going to happen. That's just natural, right? We're human beings. We have no clue. So and the thing with SPY puts or calls or options at all is there's a little thing called time decay. Theta is against you usually. So you don't want to deal with time decay with buying puts. So they'll just expire. Okay, let me just buy. By the end of the time, you'll be losing more money than if you just let your stocks crash and whatever. So I hedge with commons, not with SPY puts, unless you can afford to and want to buy like 6 month out puts, which I've done sometimes. It's just a matter of, with this scenario that we're dealing with now, I'm not sure when this correction will come. So I'm not exactly sure what time frame I would be buying my SPY puts in. So I'm sticking with commons for now. If I ever choose to go long on puts, I'll obviously alert my patrons first. Patreon.com/trading together, link below. They're the team that I work with in our private Discord to do all this stuff. So I will definitely alert them first so that they can know what I'm doing, and then they can adjust to their own risk and do what they would like to do. Here we go. This is a good question. I read the buying and holding 3x bear funds is a terrible idea versus a holding intraday. Why is that? So this is the thing with bear funds is, you're correct. They can be quite terrible buying and holding because you can see a lot of red in your portfolio, but this is why you hold them. You hold them for times like this, when you have the massive run up. When SPY is tanking, these run up. When SPY is tanking, run up. When SPY is running up, these are tanking. That's why. So it's a form of hedging. I don't do more than 1% of my long portfolio in these. It's because it's a baby hedge. I'm not the type of person to hedge my whole portfolio. There's some people who literally hedge their whole portfolio equivalent in these kind of things. And for that kind of stuff, it's much better to do long-term SPY puts from what I've read. But if you look here, like you can have, let's imagine like you were buying these SPXS down here, and you had a crash happen up here. So you have about an 18% run when everything else is coming down. Not bad. Not bad at all. Or it's got its plus and minuses, but as you can see, there's multiple options you can do. Some people hedge with gold, even Bitcoin, other stuff. Now, I don't think Bitcoin and gold are good hedges for market crashes. Just me personally, it's my personal opinion. But you can hedge with puts, you can hedge with commons for these bear stocks. So that's something like that. But that's a good point. Look, everyone has their own methodology for trading these kind of things, and respect to them, everyone does it differently. Next off, we have to go to my favorite indice because I'm a tech guy. I love tech. Everyone says tech is dead. I was saying tech is not dead. And thanks to tech, I was able to make a good chunk of money. When everyone was freaking out, I was buying. When everyone was freaking out again, I was buying. When everyone was freaking out, I was buying. So I was able to run these run-ups. Tech isn't going anywhere. You know that. I know that. I'm literally talking to you through a computer or a cell phone or a tablet or some sort of technological device. So tech isn't going anywhere. That's my personal 2 cents on tech. Bollinger Bands still, look at this. Bollinger Bands still at the top. Let's see how is my MACD and RSI doing. RSI is strong, overbought, which is a little scary. A little scary, but if we look at past RSI history, which is not a great indicator, by the way, not a fantastic indicator, but can be used because for some stocks, it follows these patterns. Like, for example, with if we're looking at QQQ, it looks like in the past 3 spikes, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6-ish spies, you have about an average of between a 75 and an 80 run-up RSI. So can you have a 75 to 80 RSI run-up? Yes. Can you crash tomorrow and come back down here? Yes. Can you run all the way up to 90? Yes. So all possibilities are there. It's just a matter of inferencing with the past. Can give you some data, but again, the past is not always meant to repeat in the future. So we'll definitely have to see how that plays out. We got Benzinga clips in the chat. Larry, say that to the Amazon chart. Tech is dead. DeFi is the future. Oh, Benzinga clips is coming at Larry. I think Larry's being sarcastic, but Larry's also right. I do like DeFi. But let me see. Let me pop into my I need my moving averages, even though I know we're way above all. Yeah, see, we're way above all of them. So it's not like, but we're still, look at this. We're still, if you recall, we drew the support line. Let me extend it a little bit. It's been holding for a while, so we're going to extend it. This support line is holding fairly nicely, and it scares me a little bit because I don't like the slope on this thing. Does it give me the slope here? Is this too? It does not give me the slope, but this is a sharp slope. This is an interesting slope, folks. This is an interesting slope. Let's see. Can I measure the slope with this tool? No, it's not giving me the slope here. All right, I'm getting a little too creative with you, but look, I don't like these sharp slopes. That's just me again. And how am I hedging this? Simply put, SQQQ is the bear stock ETF that I'm using to hedge. I got to turn off moving averages. As you can see here, look, they're ugly. They're not something pretty to look at. They're going to look hideous, but when they go green, they go green. That's the thing about them. Again, I'm not pumping them. These are ETFs and short indices type style things. You can't really pump them. That's not how they work. They literally move with QQQ. So if we have the power to pump a indice, I don't know. Well, we should be doing other things. But take a look at this. It's been tanking. Obviously, right? I started adding somewhere around here, and now it's slowly like tanking here more. But again, you can do the same thing we discussed: puts and commons, and there's other stuff you can do to hedge. But definitely keep that in mind. Next, I want to talk to you about something that's very near and dear to my heart: penny stocks, which I like to look at. That indices. We broke it. There it is, broken. IWN. IWN is the Russell 2000 Value ETF. The Russell 2000 ETF, as you folks know, it's kind of a good indicator to see where our good old penny stocks are doing. Look, we had this little trend line here. Let me see if I can read just a little bit more to make it a little bit more accurate. Yeah, and look, we broke it. We broke it once, but we regained it. So I left it. I said, all right, we're cool. We're back in the game, baby. We're back in the game. But she didn't hold. She did not hold. And look, RSI is down. Not good. MACD is down. No bueno. But we're going to keep an eye on it. We're going to see where these things are going. I still firmly believe we will have a quote-unquote small cap summer. Even though historically we're not set up for small caps to do well in the summer. That's why, like, I myself moved to mid caps and large cap swing trading and options trading. But yeah, this is not pretty. Unfortunately, this is not pretty at all. Yeah, not good, but it's okay. It's okay. We'll monitor it closely in the next coming days and weeks. I'll be here Tuesdays and Thursdays. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe and hit the bell button to be notified for when I go live, and we can definitely do that. And I'm always tweeting about this stuff. So if you'd like to know when I'm going live and you don't have the bell button on for some reason, that's okay. We all have our different preferences. You can definitely just go to ryanstocks.com. And you can follow me on Twitter. And it's like I think it's the first. I haven't been there in a while. Let's go there. Let's go to ryanstocks.com together. You can go to ryanstocks.com. I got my YouTube there, and you got the Twitter. So you just hit the Twitter box. Boom. Takes to my Twitter. I don't have a follow button. I have an edit profile button, but you can hit the follow button there. New profile picture. But yeah, you could definitely find me there if you want to. That's the best bet to know when I'm going live. But yeah, I'm seeing a lot of stocks coming into the chat. It gets me excited for the next part of the show, but we're going to have a lot of fun. So remember, if you're putting stocks in the chat, just do me the solid. Please hit the like button. That's all we ask. That's all we ask is I will review your stock. Just hit the like button. That's all we ask for. So IWN not doing so well. Next, I'm going to go off to Bitcoin really quickly. I want to talk about good old BTC. For BTC, I like to use Webull, even though Benzinga has integrated. We've integrated Bitcoin into this chart, but it's just that I have a lot of my support lines. I drew them in here. Awesome. You know what? I'll stick to Benzinga. So if you look here, RSI is flat, but arcs up a little bit. I was going to say Benzinga. Bitcoin gave us a lot of hope over the weekend, but then surrendered all that hope. There was a massive green candle. I think it was on Saturday or something like that, and it just said nope, and it kind of surrendered that massive green candle. It was on the 1 minute chart, so it's going to be brutal to pull that up, but let's see what we can do. Where are we? I think it was right. I think it's got to be one of these because he had this massive run up, and I'm moving all the support and resistance lines. You know what? I'm gonna cheat. Okay, cool. My computer has no viruses. Shout out to oh crap! I can't shout that out. All right, let's go. I want to see if I can get you that 1 minute candle. It was a massive candle, man. It was a 0.7% candle. No, it wasn't these. It was better. It was better than these. It's much better. There it is. I think it's you. Is it you? No, it's not you. There you are. Almost 0.7% candle. This gave me a lot of hope, but man, the rest of the weekend just took it right back away. Like we literally ran up. Let me show you something like a 30-minute chart. We literally, let me see. Yeah, let me see real quick. We literally had like, all right, cool. We're going to like, the weekend's going to be fun for Bitcoin. And then I was like, nope, we're going to surrender. So let me get to like the second. That's new. I did not draw that line. And there you guys said, all right, cool. We're going to have some fun. We're going to run up. And it was like, we're going to keep going. Oh, man, we're all going to get to the resistance of 36K. And it was like, nope. Came crashing right back down, unfortunately. It's playing with the fib levels, which is very interesting, which I like. I like when the technical analysis makes sense with these kind of stocks. But let me turn off the moving average so I can get a little bit. What are you doing to me? I think that just popped up on its own. But it's being interesting. Bitcoin is essentially trading in this box from like 32 to like 36 now, which is weird. But let it trade sideways. I'm fine with Bitcoin trading sideways. It allows the Bitcoin stocks to gain some momentum. Tiny Pie, why'd you have to bring that up? We're not here to talk about that. No, we did not talk about AMC. Actually, we're going to jump to AMC right now. So I want you all to buckle up. This is going to be an in-depth conversation, unbiased. I don't have any shares in AMC anymore, so I just want to put that out there. I have no shares in AMC anymore. So I did that on purpose so I can be completely unbiased, 100% unbiased, and I'm going to come into this. Again, I'm going to start off by saying thank you to the AMC apes for saving the AMC movie theaters, because if it wasn't for you, AMC wouldn't have been able to raise the $2 billion it has now to keep going. That's just plain and simple as day. Everyone and anyone who's in this stock knows that, and who's watching that knows that we owe the AMC apes a thank you, because if they weren't buying the stock, these offerings would not have finished. They wouldn't have been able to raise the money that they needed. And obviously, well, you know, it happens, and they did good. You guys did very good, and I'm very happy, and I'm very thankful and grateful for what you guys did. But we got to do technical analysis. We got to respect the charts. Sometimes the charts do not make sense. Obviously, sometimes stocks do not follow the charts. Obviously, that's just how technical analysis works. It's more of an art form than a science, but you can apply some science to the art form. So we'll try to do our best, as we do always. Again, remember, completely unbiased, coming in here with nothing but good intentions. I need to put that out there, because sometimes some intentions can get misconstrued. So let's go. Let's jump right into it. But I need you guys to light up that like button for me, please. Let's hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Let's get this party going. Not sure where this is going. I agree with you. Me neither. I'm not sure, but we're going to figure it out together. So, all right. So I'm going to first start off with adding the volume indicator. Now, I know I have that on the bottom, but I want to add it again. I want to add it so it's prevalently visible. Okay. I added too many of them. That's weird. It looks like I have to overlay 2 of them for it to like light up, but that's completely fine. There we go. I guess. All right. Hey, new trick. Feels like it, dude. Okay. All right. So let's look. So if you guys have been watching and following us on Benzinga, you know we've been covering AMC for a while now. We love what's going on with AMC, but we're going to discuss some support and resistance lines. So as you remember, when we charted this first, we put a support line at 50.81, which was a fairly strong support. It held for a couple of days. It held for approximately 16 days. I'm sorry, 14 trading days it held. And unfortunately, today we broke that. And we closed right on it, which is very interesting. We closed right above it, hairlined above it. Did we? Hold on, let me double check. No, we closed under it. We closed at 49.89. Okay, so this is the thing. The biggest thing we have right now that's kind of going against, I'm going to need the arrow. That's going against the AMC situation right now is a drop in volume. Take a look at this. Our volume has been dropping. That's not good. We got a dose of extra volume here on Friday, but again, we're back to this flat volume. No longer do we have these massive volume bars that were coming in above this area. We've dropped, and that's not good, and that's reflected in the RSI. Look at this. The RSI was used to be in the overbought area. Now we're returning to the baseline normal areas of, all right, we're going to do this. We're going to play in the 30 to 70 area, but we're trending downward. We've got a sharp down arrow, which means not good. Relative strength index is not so strong. Our MACD was in a good positive trajectory, and now we've crossed and we're heading to negative trajectory. We were just trading sideways, and today, unfortunately, it looks like we gave up quite a bit. We gave up about 4% in gains in regular trading hours and nothing in after hours. We're going to focus on just that 4%. Benzinga, I agree with you. Now, this is the thing. You made me click on that, but I have to go back and find my ticker. So look, we're here within this box. Now, the top of the box, which was our resistance, again, support, resistance, you want to break out of the support. You want to be able to go higher, and you want to maintain your support. You want to break out of resistance to go higher, and you want to maintain your support to kind of keep this baseline. So every time you jump up to kind of hit that next level and break through that, kind of walk out like you're playing Mario, you want to make sure the floor doesn't fall out from under you. You want that support to still be there. So we kept jumping. Back, jump. Oh, we're holding it back down. Jump. We're not breaking down. Boom. And unfortunately, today we broke the support thing. Now, we didn't fall yet. Which is good. We'll have to see how tomorrow plays out. The thing here that confuses me so much is today should have been a very green day for AMC. You guys got fantastic news. Take a look at this. There's so many articles written about AMC. Here you go. Here it is. AMC withdraws the plan to boost shares by 25 million. So they're planning on issuing 25 million shares. Adam Aaron, I believe his name is, said, no, we are not issuing 25 million shares. No dilution, nothing going on. And we're just going to keep going and nothing until 2022. Should have been good news. Should have been like, all right, cool. One of the biggest dangerous things is that we're not dealing with dilution, which is fantastic. It's like, all right, cool, no dilution. But it looks like it sold good news, which is weird. Let me go a little bit full screen. It doesn't do much of a difference. It sold the good news. So now I want to find where the next support levels for I keep wanting to say Benzinga. Where are the next support levels for Benzinga? Where are the next support levels for this stock? So I need to horizontal array. Actually, I'm going to go back to my crossbar. That's a little bit easier for me. There it is. So look, we have support. We know we have support here, right? Because this support line is held. This support line hasn't held. Respectfully, it hasn't held, right? Because I'm going to delete this. We're going to get rid of that now. This support line would have been this, which broke a few days ago. That's why we reverted back to this next support layer, which is down there, which we broke today. So I want to find where the next support level is. And so I'm going to delete this line too because it's gonzo, right? No, not there anymore. I'm going to leave this line in case we regain the support tomorrow, in case some volume comes in. But I'm seeing support here around like the $42 area. Now, I don't believe in wick downs. I like to deal with the actual candles. But if you want, I'll bring the actual thing down. I think I just drew 2. I'll pull it down. I'll pull it lower. Look, we got 2. Yeah, see, I drew 2. I'm gonna get rid of this. So the bottom wick, which a lot of folks like to use, is around $40. We're just gonna 39.27. I'll just say 39 for kind of the ease of being able to easily discuss it. So I'm going to change the color on this one, make it yellow, make the line a little bit thicker. This is important. You need to hold this level. If you look here, this is the level that's held in previous bounces and areas. Is $40. There's a big difference between 50 and 40. That's $10. So there's a $10 delimiter here. Now, can we tank, lack of a better word, tank and drop all the way to 40 and then bounce again? Sure, that could happen. You can come down here and then bounce and stair step your way up. Or can you break through this and then what's the next support level? So the next support level, you're down to $10. There isn't much support now. Some people like to use one candle for support. I don't do that. I need multiple candles for confirmation of support. That's just who I am. All traders are different. Literally all traders are different. So for me, the next support area would be somewhere here, which would be around, I want to say, what is the lowest point on this candle? 1064. So I'm going to draw this line here at 1064. And again, a lot of folks will get angry, like, hey, why is your support line that low, man? There's candles in between. Yeah, but I'm going off of it as if the same way I'm trading any other stock, right? I want you guys to win. I want AMC to win. I'm putting it out there plain as day. I want AMC to win. I want AMC to do well. That's who I am. But I also want you to protect yourself, because in the game of the stock market, it's about capital preservation and capital creation. You start losing capital, you can't create capital. That's just how the game works. You need to preserve your capital. That's how the game kind of plays out. So look, we've got our 2 support lines, our support line here, another support line here around 40, and another support line down here. Now we can also draw a horizontal line here and see how that holds. Sorry, not a horizontal line, a trend line. We had a trend line here, but that trend line obviously broke. Now, I can't draw a trend line here because that broke. That's the next one. There's nothing for me to, like, I don't feel comfortable connecting 2 random points like that with nothing in between testing it, right? So you could be like, well, we got a support line here that's holding. Well, look, you broke it, right? I'm dealing with bottom of candles. It broke. So I can't draw this line in, like, due confidence. But, oh, we've got support, but I just personally can't. Next thing I want to do is I want to draw the Fibonacci levels. These are, I'm not going to go into the depth of what Fibonacci is or how Fibonacci operates, but you can definitely give that a Google, go to Investorpedia, give it a YouTube video check. So you go from the bottom point to the highest point of the stock. So from your bottom support to the highest point of the stock, you might say, hey, Ryan, you're off by a little bit. Yeah, I know. Let me have my fun. You know what? For me, this is going to be much easier if I do it in Webull. So just give me 2 seconds to recreate this on Webull, just because I'm a little bit more versed in this platform than other platforms. So I'm going to delete that. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to come down here and quickly draw that for you. Again, a quick little test here. I'm going to draw this. Just for you guys, I'm drawing it at the bottom wicks. Again, they're not going to be perfect because that's just how the game works, right? So I'm going to delete this top line. And then you can see here, you've got our bottom support line that's kind of been acting as support during this whole situation. Is this line here. Now, again, I'm treating this line as if it's a flat line here at the $9.64 area. Let's just say $10 to be fair. And we can draw our fib levels from here to here. And there we go. So I'm going to make these lines a little bit. I'm going to play with the styling of the lines, play with a little bit of the colors. I'm trying to change the color on this one so it stands out a little bit more and parallels what we had on the other chart. I'm going to turn off MACD and RSI because we discussed it already. So I'm going to turn these 2 off. Our volume we have on the bottom, so I'm not going to replicate it again for you. You can see that obviously it's going down. We got a little bump on Friday again, but it's still going down. But we're going to keep our eyes on it so we can get our Fibonacci support levels that are in between. As you can see here, look, it's telling me we also have support here at 23. We have support here at 34. We drew our own support line here at around the $40, which is very similar to this $40.40 area, which you can see here. It's starting to parallel. The Fibonacci levels should tend to be aligned with the support levels that you're drawing. Someone said what? I don't know what is. Anyone here to buy AMC at the peak? This is a safe place. Up to you. Up to them. Whatever you guys want to do with your money. I'm not here to tell you what to do with your money. That's your responsibility. You got to be over 18 in the country, I believe, to trade stocks without like parental supervision. So you're technically adults. So you can do whatever you like. I'm not here to discourage or encourage anyone to do anything. I'm just here to discuss the science. The science. I should not have said the science. Next, I'm going to employ one of my favorite indicators, Bollinger Bands. What I like to do is, I appreciate it. The Masked Investor isn't here. What's going on, Masked Investor? Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you guys. Bollinger Bands are one of my personal favorite indicators to use for these kind of things. Bollinger Bands give me the ideas of where the top and the bottom of my stocks are. One thing to keep in mind is you can break above a Bollinger Band and you can break below a Bollinger Band. So things happen, right? So you get massive volume spikes like AMC did when it ran awesomely to 72.62 and it ripped through the Bollinger Band. But stocks tend to dance between the Bollinger Bands. If you recall, in the beginning of this show, we were discussing something like SPY. Oops, I just hit the microphone. So here's SPY with Bollinger Bands, just for a reference, for a stock that hasn't had the bigger kind of momentum plays, right? So look, SPY dances in between Bollinger Bands, but it breaks below Bollinger Bands, and it can break above and out of Bollinger Bands, right? So you can see here, you can break out of Bollinger Bands. So definitely keep that in mind as we're discussing this conversation, because we want to make sure it is. So the cool thing here is you do have support here on the bottom of the Bollinger Band if you'd like to discuss it, right? If you'd like to keep that in the back of your head. And I tend to do that. I like to keep the Bollinger Band as another like mental support level for myself when I'm trading. Again, my trading style is very different from your trading style. Everyone trades differently. So the bottom of the Bollinger Band is telling me 46.22, right? Which is very close to the line that we actually drew. I'm sorry, which is very close to the bib level of 48. So you've got 51, around 50, 51-ish. Again, I've got so many lines now going. It's getting a little bit confusing, so forgive me. So follow me verbally as we go. We've got this line around 51. So again, the bottom of this is my point 51. Then we've got the fib level at 48. We've got the Bollinger Band at 46. We got the next fib level at 41, and then the next manually drawn support level at 39.58. So 39. Just let's say $39 to be safe. So we've got all these different multiple support levels. Now, again, look, if there are any AMC fans or any AMC apes that are in this chat, please share this video with folks that are in AMC. I want you all to be prepared because there's going to be a lot of people talking about this. There's a lot of ultra bears that are out there that are going to be like, this stock is falling all the way down to $10 and tomorrow, and it's going to hell. That's not how stocks work unless there's massive events. So please share this with them. Again, I'm being super unbiased with this situation. I'm going through it as if it's a stock that I'm going to plan on buying. And I do plan on buying AMC back eventually, and I'll discuss that next as well. So look, we're dancing with the chart now, right? So we're going to come back down here. We're going to see, look, we got very close to the bottom of this bar. So that gives me confidence in the support level for the bottom of this Bollinger Band right here. So I want you to definitely keep that in mind as we're going through. So that was a sign of confidence on Friday. Hey, this doesn't happen, and it popped. But again, what's a little bit confusing to me is there was such good news today. They said, hey, we're not going to issue 25 million shares. That means no dilution. Everyone is worried about dilution. That's the thing that everyone, like on all the Twitter spaces, the first thing when it comes to mind with folks is like, hey, there's going to be dilution. Don't buy AMC. But now it's like, hey, it's coming from the mouth of the CEO saying, hey, there's going to be no dilution. We're taking it off the vote. It's not going to be discussed until 2022. So I don't see why folks would be worried about dilution. So dilution is like if you're doing like bull cases and bear cases, dilution was something that would be in the bear case, and now you can just throw it out. That's kind of like, for example, if you're a MAR investor, where it's like clean energy. Now they have a Texas facility. You can throw that part of your bear case out. So that's a good thing. That's a positive for AMC. Larry's very right. Believe it or not, retail does control a lot of the AMC float from what I've seen and what I'm understanding. So that's very, very cool. Very, very cool. So again, we're keeping it unbiased as possible, as if I'm someone who just landed here from Mercury and was like, all right, I got to see what this AMC situation is about, and we got to look at the stock. So again, you have multiple support levels, which is very good. Connor says, I think people are becoming wiser in terms of buying at the top, probably setting limit buys rather than market buys, so less buying pressure, keeping it stagnant. That's interesting. You're right. People are buying at different levels now. It's not market orders. So if you're new to the stock market orders are when you, for example, if you're using Robinhood or Webull, you just literally enter it and swipe up, and it sends the order, and you'll be like, all right, the stock's $46, but oh no, my order says it went through at 48. Why is that? Market orders go for higher. It literally goes with the next ask price. But if you do like a limit order, it will have to fill at the number that you give it there. So that's why people go with limit orders over market orders. That's just how it works. How far in advance does the market see? What do you mean by see? Fill me in on that question. Yogi Bull, appreciate you. Shout out to the Masked Investor. What a show up, right? It's huge. He's a big guy in the AMC world. So we're gonna let's keep going through this. I'm gonna now cycle you through the same time frames that I'm cycling through, and I want to see what's next. The big thing for me now is, now that we can't unfortunately use this kind of wedge that I had here. I'm going to turn Bollinger Bands off for a second so you can kind of get a better idea of what's going on here. I can't use this wedge here, which was my master kind of support breakout. It was like, hey, we broke out of this wedge, but unfortunately we surrender. We're technically back into this wedge area, right? So I'm kind of avoiding that wedge now, and I'm kind of treating this as if it's one big box. So from 41 to 72 is one big box, and it's gone into consolidation phase. But when you're in consolidation phase, you want it to kind of break out and go higher, right? You want it to consolidate for a while and then break out and go higher. People are saying that the market sees 6 months in advance. This is the thing about the market, Mike. So Mike has a, I guess my comment disappeared that was there, so I can throw this up. Mike says, people say the market sees 6 months in advance. The market tries to price in advance. That's true. But the market also changes within a matter of a tweet. If you recall, if any politician, any president decides to tweet, and let's say the president gets on Twitter and says, hey, we are going to make sure that oil does not exist in the next 5 years. ZOM, which is the oil stock, Exxon, is going to tank like that, right? That's just how it works. So the market tries to price in advance, but with something like AMC, it's very hard to do that because AMC is now a momentum stock. AMC is different, right? So I don't think that the market is pricing in AMC for the next 6 months. I think that the market is in a day by day with AMC. It's a momentum play. That's how these momentum plays work. They're literally day by day. But for other stocks, yeah, sure. So like, for example, Apple right now, I'll jump back to AMC in a second. Like, for example, Apple right now is pricing the next iPhone. That's what's going on. It was trading sideways for the longest amount of time, right? Let me show you. Let me get this. So look, it was trading sideways for the longest amount of time, and then it broke out. It's starting to price in like the next iPhone, the next cycle of tech that's coming out in the fall. So you're right. It's pricing in like the next stuff. So there's like an easier one to kind of look at. That's why you, for example, see sell the news for stuff like Apple, because it's like, okay, the event that we've been pricing into, the new iPhone, is out now. Let's take profits. So that's in terms of that, you are correct. But with AMC, I don't see a pricing in. AMC is a day-to-day kind of thing. So look, now we need to see. Now I want to go to something like a 4-hour time frame. I want to see my support levels on the 4-hour time frame to be able to see where we are, how we're doing. So markets are still open. So we still have candles. Actually, 4-hour won't do me any good. I needed like a 1 hour so I can see like how the bounces are operating for today. So let's go. Today's the 6th. I'm not seeing much of a bounce here. We've had a bounce down here around the 47 area, so it's bounced back up. So that gives me confidence in this Fibonacci level here at the 38.2. So that gives me confidence here. That's around $48.77. So we've seen a bounce. So you can go under. It's okay to wick under a support. Like, look here. This is a wick. This is a wick down. As long as you close above it, that's how I operate. As long as you close above it, the support is still there. That's just how I operate. And look, the markets are closed today. So not today. The market's closed for the day, and we closed under this support level. You can see the close level up here. So I'm going to go over the candle, 49.96, and our support level is 51. So you want to make sure that you are closing above the support level to hold it. So today we broke through the support level, and that's okay because we got one right under it at 48, and we closed above it. So that 48 support level is now holding. So definitely keep that in mind. There's a lot of hope there. Now, why could it be this? Could there be new short positions that are opening up? Could people have been selling the news on the fact that Adam Aaron isn't issuing those 25 million shares, even though he said it like a billion times? But that could be that. It could be that. And you can see new blood come in tomorrow and coming through it. The shorts have not covered, but the crooks have the controls. They're all so corrupt, including the watchdogs. Okay, that's a little bit conspiratorial, but I do agree there's a lot of shady stuff going on in Wall Street these days, and you can literally see it. And we're not here to talk about that. Again, we're staying completely unbiased. Completely unbiased. That's the name of the stream, is Unbiased AMC. Is the run over? Well, we're still up here, baby. I don't think this run is over yet. If we start breaking, look, there's a reason why I made this line in yellow. There's a reason why I did this, right? And you have one kind of like a parachute opportunity under it. If we come down to around the $40 area, like, it doesn't have to mean now. It could be within the next like 4, 5, 6 weeks, right? You could again enter a sideways trade here. So you see here we traded sideways. You can start trading sideways here and dance, and you can even regain this 51 level support. Like we can come back on Thursday, which I will. I'll be back here on Thursday, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Subscribe and you'll be notified, or you can follow me on Twitter at Ryan Rozbiani. It's literally linked in the description. Let me just show you because I want the AMC folks to come back so we can continue this conversation. Go to Ryan Rozbiani at Ryan Rozbiani on Twitter, and you'll literally be able to follow me, and I will be covering AMC then. So I think we can regain the 51 support. I think it's there, but we need the volume. That's the biggest thing. So again, let me go back to the conversation. And there's 300 of you in here. Do me a solid, smash the like button. I would appreciate that a lot. That allows me to continue to do these kind of streams and go longer. So I was able to carve out 2 hours because we did good on the like button. So if you guys keep the like button hit and lit up, I'll be able to do more longer streams to be able to discuss these without being rushed. Like usually I only have an hour to do these kind of things. So I have to rush fairly quickly and I don't have time to spend, like we spent about like 20 minutes now on AMC. So if you guys keep the like button lit up, I'll be able to do these longer streams to be able to kind of go much more into depth. So look, I personally think what's going to happen is we're going to probably again, I could be very, very, very wrong. I could be very wrong. So definitely keep that in mind. Don't trade on this. This is not trading advice. This is just educational guesses we are making over the chart, right? I think we will probably come and see 48 tomorrow, and we might bounce. I think we'll bounce. And what's giving me hope of the bounce is this wick here that we bounced off of. So I think we'll bounce around 47, 48, 77, 49 area. We'll probably see a bounce. It's why you're not seeing much of a drop happen here. If these support levels weren't here, you'd probably see a massive drop. So definitely keep that in mind. That's not happening, and that's a good thing. Again, look, so if you want like a preview of what could happen tomorrow is down, bounce, back up, and we can start to regain this 51 area. This 51 area is very, 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 very important to hold. Very important to hold this 51 area because that allows you to enter back into this box for trading back up to your next resistance area. So this 51 line, man, I've been talking about this. I've been preaching it. I've been telling folks, I appreciate you, Angelina. Thank you. Thank you for the positive comment. It really means a lot. Thank you so much. I think we can regain 51. And if we regain 51, then we can go for this 57 resistance because anything that's above us is resistance. And then we can go for the 64 resistance, and then we can go for 72. But again, the most important thing in this equation, it's one thing, it's volume. You can see here, volume has been declining. And unless volume comes back to these levels of 200, 300 million a day, it's going to be tough. It's going to trade sideways. But if you have more volume incoming than outgoing, it's also a good thing. Like if you can maintain this, it's like your average volume over 3 months is 154 million. Today we only had 61 million. So not good. And yesterday on Friday, we had 90 million. So volume is drastically lower even based off this 3-month average. Chill W dog. I don't know what that means. I can't see emojis here, so just a heads up. If you're throwing emojis in, sometimes I can't. Like I can see the rocket and the thumbs up. GME went triple digits, so can AMC. It could. Hey, who knows? We will have to see how this plays out. This is all I'm saying is, look, I'm seeing numbers out there, but I'm a charts guy. So what does a charts guy do? A charts guy or gal or person takes it one step at a time. So what's my first step? 51. What's my next step? 57.88. What's my next step? 64. Then what's my next step? 72. So I'm stair stepping. Look, I'm a stair step trader. I take it one step at a time. And with 283 shares, my average is 54.16 per share. Good luck, mice of gods. I get it. Mice of men, mice of gods. Cool. I like Lamb of God. I see what you did there. Very interesting. Won't be this week. Hopefully next week. Let's see. We'll have to see, Stefan. We'll have to see how we go into next week. But this is it. This is the stair steps you need to kind of pay attention if you're an AMC trader. This is very, very important. And you know what? I'll do this. I'll make you this promise. I'll do this for you. Every single day, I will tweet out the chart at least 3 to 5 times a day. Just go to ryanstocks.com and follow me on Twitter, and I will make sure to tweet out the charts 3 to 5 times a day. So I'll literally be like, all right, hey, this is the chart. This is where we are. This is where we're going. So just go to ryanstocks.com. It should be linked in the description. If it's not, I'm sorry, there's a flow chart link. It's literally the same thing. It's a forwarding thing. Go to ryanstocks.com. Hit this tile right here, and you'll be able to follow me on Twitter, and I'll be able to cover for you the charts every single day. Because I know, hey, there's a lot of new traders. Charts aren't easy, and I'll make sure to include it, and I'll literally be like, hey, we're on this stair step, and we'll be able to discuss it together. So just do me that solid, follow me there, and I'll be able to definitely provide this. I'm going to provide it, but if you follow it, you'll be able to see it, right? So these are our stair steps. Again, final review before we go into the third part of the. No, I got more stocks here that I promised I'd review, but we're going to jump into it. Some of it is luck, so I give you all the best I can, and coming from a redhead, it should work. I hope so. I wish you guys all the best, and look, I want AMC to succeed. I said this in the beginning of the stream, and there wasn't this many people watching, so I'm going to reiterate what I said. We owe the AMC army, AMC apes, a lot of gratitude. The movie theaters of AMC mean a lot to me. My first movie I ever saw was Spider-Man 1. In a movie theater. I was quite young. I believe it was in 2001, if I'm not mistaken. I was quite young. I think I was like 6 or 7 years old. And I instantly fell in love with the movie theaters. Every time I'd go out with my cousins, every time I'd go out with my family, it's like, I want to go to the movies. I want to go to the movies. I want to go to the movies. And one of the biggest, scariest things, it's just, again, it was someplace that I'd go with my friends when we hung out. Even to this day, like, I got plans to go see Black Widow. We're going to an AMC movie theater. We're going to make that happen. The movies mean a lot to me. So when COVID happened and I saw like we can go back in time, we can take a look at where AMC was back then, right? So we can take a look. If I hit auto, look, AMC. Oh no, don't tell me I moved that line. It's okay. I'll redraw it. I'll redraw it later. Look, if we go back, we're dealing with what is going on here? Something is up. Well, I think I went too far back. I apologize. Look, if we go to like a daily chart here, yeah, my line got removed, so I'll redraw it again. That's the good thing about the stream is, look, when we were going down to like $2 a stock, $2 a share, it was scary. I was like, man, is AMC going to make it? Because I know AMC is like renting these things out and they're not making any money and movie theaters are closed. One of the big things for me that scared the heck out of me was, hey, our movie theaters are going to be closed. And it scared me. It scared me a lot. And I was like, all right, this sucks. But then this whole movement happened with GameStop, and GameStop was saved, and then AMC was right after. So I appreciate you guys, and I thank you. And I thank you a lot for saving the movie theater. So I want to give back the best way that I can by showing you where the charts are going, where things can happen, and we'll see it. So let's see. Have you discussed what you see on the upside, no downside? It just cracked the 20 EMA on the daily. You discussed what you see on the upside, no downside. So yeah, I discussed the downside as well, and actually in the beginning, Mike. So I said, look, we've got a few stair steps that we can take down. Like my level's gone now. I had the line drawn here. I think it was at $39. So let me redraw it. I see, this is the thing. I always forget to lock in. It was around here. 37.66. Again, I'm trying to get it exactly where we had it before, but forgive me if it's off by a little bit. I'm operating on the fly. Let me lock it. Okay, so the downside, we can discuss that as well. That 100% we discussed it. Look, the same way I want us to stair step up in a positive manner. We can also stair step down. So you're right. Let me review that as well. And what Mike is referring to is the exponential moving average, the 20 exponential moving. I don't use the exponentials. I use regular moving average, but I can bring it up and show you guys exactly what he's referring to. What style do I have on? 21. Boom. So what Mike's referring to here is the 21 moving average, which, if you can see here, look, I'm not crazy. Aligns right on the 5101 support line that we had drawn before. So you're correct. Yeah, we did break it. So this is the thing. We have downside and we have upside with stocks. So if volume doesn't come in, we'll stair step down to 48. Then we'll stair step down to 41. There'll probably be some bouncing that happens around here. That's for sure. So let me turn on moving averages to see where our moving averages kick in. Unfortunately, our moving averages won't be able to help us. But again, remember, I was discussing with you one thing was the Bollinger Bands. That's the one thing I'm watching. So we can stair step down to 48. Then we can stair step down to 46, then 41, then 37. If we break 37, that's when I start sweating. That's when the beads of sweat start going down my face. So things are getting a little dangerous. Then 34. Then again, the Bollinger Bands will adjust themselves as stocks move. So we'll definitely see that. And volatility gets higher as farther away these things are. So definitely keep that in mind. So we have the downside mapped out. We've got the upside mapped out. If you're new to charts, remember, if you follow me on Twitter, I promise to post these charts 3 to 5 times a day. Just go to ryanstocks.com. Go to ryanstocks.com. It should be linked in the description. We got the banner up here. Hit this button. It will open up my Twitter. Hit the follow button, and I'll post the charts as much as I can. And again, I'm unbiased. sort of biased because I like AMC. I don't own any of the shares, but I'm unbiased because I close my position so I can continue to provide unbiased opinions to you all. Whether you like it or not, I'm going to let you know exactly what's on my mind, but I'm going to be positive about it because we need positivity, and there's a lot of folks that are in this, so I want to bring as much positivity as I can to the situation. Okay. Next stock I want to discuss is I got a list of stocks on, believe it or not, on paper. I found a piece of paper and I was like, hey, let me just write these down. I want to talk about Wish next. Because there's a lot of people that were discussing Wish, and there's a wild price target on Wish, which again I had a nice conversation with someone last night on Twitter about it, saying they were saying hey, Wish is going to go to $69 a share, and I was like, I don't know about that. Again, I'm a stair-step trader. I take it one step at a time. And the big step that we need to cross right now is 1550. And there's about a billion steps between here and $69. So let me show you where 69 is exactly, which I get it. I completely understand that 69 is a meme, and it's not legit, but look, 69 is all the way up here. Let's stair-step our way up there. Let's not just keep it and hold on to there. So we'll have to see. We'll definitely have to see how it plays out. But look, we were at a dangerous level. So remember how we were stair-stepping up? These are fib levels again. We discussed them in the last one. This is a Fibonacci retracement. Last video I did for you guys. I'm sorry, this is a Fibonacci extension. Last video I did was a retracement. So I'll do an extension for you on this one as well, so we can kind of. I'll do a retracement for you on this one, so you can see exactly what I'm referring to. So is this the top? What's the top of this candle? It's 15. I need 15, 18. So look, we were at a very, very dangerous level here, which is 1132. And we got very good news today, which was that, hey, Context Logic, which is Wish, got a license in the EU or something here. Wish granted payment institution license of the EU, which was big. Got a big boost, 2% day, literally saved the stock from stair-stepping down and coming out of the support levels, because I think its moving average is also aligned with that stair step. Yep. See, look, you can't see it here, and I don't want to delete this chart. You know what I'll do is I'll make these lines super thin, and I'll lock this, and I'll make it dotted. You see this little blue line down here? That's the 50 moving average. The 50 moving average was sitting at 1126. The stock came to a low of 1144. Had we not gotten the good news and volume picked up, look, you can see a little pickup in the volume. So let me see, 75.9, 70. Okay, so it's not exactly. It's about parallel volume. As I'll retract that statement. Parallel volume. Had we not gotten parallel volume and we had exit volume and people were selling, we would have came down and probably touched this 1132 area. This 50 moving average would have been broken, and then we would have probably started stair-stepping down or bounced around somewhere. Now, there's a lot of folks talking about a inverse head and shoulders pattern. I believe I don't see it on the daily chart. I think it might be on the weekly chart, but again, I don't see it. So I can be wrong. So maybe, again, this is an art form, not a science. So maybe they're saying shoulder 1, head, and then shoulder 2 is forming here. So maybe that's what's going on, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see how this plays out. Look, I want nothing but retail traders to win every single day. That's why I tweeted. That's why I'm on this platform. I do this for free. I don't get paid to be here. I do this for free because I want to be able to provide help to retail traders in the best way that I can. That's not financial advice, so you guys can win. What does that mean? That means I want to help you learn how to make capital, how to preserve capital, and avoid losses, because you want to kind of have your capital. This is the thing, for example, someone buys a stock for $10 and the stock comes down to $8. All they're focusing on is that $2 that they lost. They're not focusing on that $8 that they have. So what happens is there's a slow bleed. Okay, now it's 750, 6, 5. Oh no, I lost $5. But dude, you got $5 here. Take that $5 out, put it somewhere else. Capital preservation is very, very important. So we're going to be watching Wish tomorrow. We're going to see if this is it a bull flag technically. I'll need to. You know what? I'm not gonna make that call. I'm not gonna make that call on here and saying that this is a bull flag. But look, it's nice. It regained not only the 50 moving average, but it closed above the 21 moving average. No, I'm sorry, it didn't close above. So it's trying to regain and fight the 21 moving average as resistance. So we're doing our thing. By the way, we're 1 hour into the stream, and there are about 310 amazing folks that are watching this stream. I want you to do me a favor and light up that like button. Let's get this to 100 likes. That's all I'm asking. I only need 18 of you to hit that like button of you 319 of you awesome folks watching. If you're watching and you saw the AMC headline, if you scrub forward, aka rewind, I did a massive, almost 45-minute overview of AMC and where it's going and where I think it's going. And I'll be posting on my Twitter every single day between now and forever until this AMC situation keeps going, charts. So if you follow me there, go to ryanstocks.com, follow my Twitter, and I'll be posting charts there for sure. By the way, if you guys are YouTubers and like YouTube and stuff like that, I am posting on YouTube. By the way, the very first time the AMC situation started popping up, I want to show you so you guys see, like, I'm not like a shill or a psycho or someone just taking advantage. On my YouTube channel, I'm going to show you this again. We're doing another shameless plug, but trust me on this one. Look, I made a video on I used the headline AMC 200K, but it's really discussing how to trade AMC. And I literally did the same thing that I did here, and it played out. Let me see if I can get this. If I can get this screenshot, this is going to be a beautiful screenshot. Hold on, no, I went too far. No, I think it was the other video. Hold on, let me go back. There's another video. There's another video I did on AMC. Here we go. Next bull run found. Yep. I discussed it in this video. Nobody believed me. A lot of people were like, what are you doing, man? We discussed exactly. Look, you see this? I can't look at the stock where the stock price was. And I was telling folks, hey, I found the next AMC bull run. I found it, but no one believed me. No one believed me that it was going to happen. But look at where it was. So just do me a solid. Maybe Stephen, maybe you're right. But do me a solid. If you can go and subscribe to my YouTube channel, that would mean a lot to me. I'll do more videos on this kind of stuff as well. That would mean the world. So I appreciate it. Sorry for the plugs. Let's go back to the stocks from the plugs. Let's jump into it. So wish we could discuss. Look, we see where it's going. I know where it's going. I'm watching it very closely. I want it. The big resistance point we have is at 1518. If we can cross 1518, the party starts, and then we can see where the next levels are. But right now, we need to stair step past 1132. 1223, 1336, and then 1518, and then we can dance. So let's get there. So the next stock that I need to discuss is another one of our favorite stocks to round out the trio of the momentum stocks. It's Gamestop. Your new subscriber, I appreciate you, World Travel Magazine. Guys, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. It would mean the world to me. You go to ryanstocks.com, you hit the first tile, you hit the subscribe button, you make a happy guy out of me. That would mean the world. And I did, by the way, there's a lot of people that are talking about another stock that's heavily shorted. Again, I can't confirm that it's heavily shorted. It's SoFi. It's having a situation going on right now. So if you want to check it out, again, I'm not confirming that it's short. I'm not saying that it's shorted. I'm saying people say it's shorted. I did a 2-minute DD video, on the channel. If you like that, if you want to move some of your gains into there, there's a video on that channel there for you, so you can watch it. So let's go. Okay, let's go next. GameStop. Let's go. Let's jump right into it. GME, GameStop. Okay, we got to talk about GameStop. So apparently there's a lot of bullish momentum. So my buddy of mine actually in our private Discord sent me information and said, hey, there's actually a lot of bullish momentum coming in. I think we could probably see it here. There's a lot of bullish options activity that is coming in for GameStop. So, okay, let me check it out. Let me see if I can bring it up here. It's not popping up here, but he showed me a screenshot. I'm going to try to bring it up on this other page that you guys can't see. There's a second screen. And I'm going to try to bring it over so you guys can take a look. Open original. By the way, if you guys would like to join my private Discord, I do have a private Discord that we run. I appreciate you, Yogi Bull. You're amazing. You can go to, again, ryanstocks.com. The second tab is the Patreon. It'll connect you to the private Discord. Look, there's a lot of bullish sentiments for GameStop. So GME, don't think I'm lying. There's call options prices coming for 200, 260, and 300 for this week and next week. So these are coming in. So that's why he asked me, hey, can you review it? I said, sure. So I'm going to definitely do that. So let's pull up Webull. Let's take a look at GameStop. So as you can see here, GameStop's broken the 50 moving average, which is not good. I can tell he's mentally stable. I appreciate that. Thank you, Brent, for subscribing. You're amazing. If you guys subscribe, I'll give you a shout out. We'll do that. Let's do this. So we got World Traveler Magazine. Shout out to you. Shout out to Yogi Bull. Shout out to Brent. Shout out to Angelina. You guys are amazing. And subscribe to my YouTube channel too. If you guys do that, that would mean the world to me as well. Again, ryanstocks.com, first tile. You hit it, you subscribe, you let me know. I'll shout you out on the channel right now. What up? What up with you, man? What is going on? Noreen, how are you doing today? Okay, so let's get going. Let's get going. Look, GameStop, the one who started it all, the magic was started with GameStop here back in January to a high of $438 from just a few days before, where this guy was sitting in the 20s, in the 10s, in the 3s, in the 2s. This thing was able to go to $400 a share. Now, look, there's one thing to keep in mind if we're comparing GameStop and AMC. There's a phenomenon. It's not a phenomenon. There's a factor called float. Float is the amount of shares that are available. The lower the float a stock is, the faster it can move up and down, right? So GameStop's float is 58 million. AMC's float, I believe, is 500 million. Hence why it requires more volume to jump. Hence why, like, for example, look, if GameStop got 757 million volume, we can try to find a candle that's parallel to that. Let's go. GameStop, let's just say 700 million volume. Let's see how the volume was today on this thing. So with 56 million volume, it was able to go from 100 to 400. So imagine that volume on this kind of stock. You would literally see $1,000. Literally, you'd see $1,000. I can't confirm that, but you'd get very close. So it's that's why, like, for example, you're seeing this guy works for Benzinga, aka Citadel, buddy. Lauren Culpt. I don't work for Benzinga or for Citadel. I work for me. I'm not employed by Benzinga. I do this for free. It's voluntary. And if you scrub and rewind forward, you'll see I'm completely unbiased. But thank you for watching. I appreciate you. So let's go. Let's draw some fib levels. I'm going to need a range. I'm going to do a 6-month range. Too much. See, this is the thing. We're dealing with these momentum plays. The ranges are quite interesting. So 132 to 346 is the high point. So let's draw the fibs. So 132. Let's go. To 344. By the way, Benzinga was the very first platform to report on the situations that was going on with GameStop in the beginning. Benzinga is the reason why. Benzinga is literally the reason why Webull allowed trading again. They brought on the Webull CEO, spoke to the Webull CEO. The CEO of Webull called up Apex Clearinghouse and opened up the situation so folks could buy and sell GameStop and AMC and all those situations again. So definitely, this is one of the. This is not a biased. This isn't a shill news site or something like that. So I get a little bit of bothers me a little bit when people say that, because this is one of the few sources that doesn't do that. So look, we got our fib level. So I need to make these lines. These lines are thickums. These are thick lines. We need to make them thinner, so that way I can see my candles. See my precious candles. So look, we broke through the 50 moving average. We broke through the fib level of 203. So we got to look for our next support level here on GameStop, which I'm going to employ my my handy dandy Bollinger Bands, which look, it lines up perfectly with my Fibonacci. This is where the math gets beautiful. Why explain you eat a banana? I actually have a banana with dinner. That's actually what I do. Is I have a banana right after dinner before I sleep. It's like a nice little snack. But if you look here, the bottom of the Bollinger Band's at 165. The fib level is at 160, 167, 165. So these are the support level. This area is the area we're watching. Look, this is a low float stock. If you guys know low float stocks, they move fairly quickly. So they can come down fast and they can jump up fast too. So how do I need a little bit more. Let me turn off Bollinger Bands. Let me turn off moving averages. Let me go to something like an exponential moving average. Let me employ the ones that I like. Let's go 21, 50, and 200, and 100. So 200, 100, turn off this one, turn off this one, turn off this one. See, I'm a little bit, I like to pick my colors. So that way I can, it's easier for me to identify, because I want to get it. I don't want to have to keep looking up to the corner to be like, all right, what are my levels? So 200, 150, and 21. Okay, cool. Give me a darker blue. Too dark. Now I'm getting a little picky. See, when I got time to do these streams, when I got the full 2 hours, we have fun. So exponential moving average. So there we go. So we found another quote unquote support level. Everyone does love a good conspiracy theory. Everyone does love a good conspiracy theory. Yeah, Benzinga is definitely on your side. Who cares where someone's employed? I agree. Who cares where someone's employed? I'm giving unbiased opinions on a stock. It's not even my opinion. I'm giving you unbiased information. We're literally looking at the chart together. We're trying to see what the chart's telling us. So with AMC, with GameStop, we've got a support level, it looks like, down here on the 100 moving average at 175 between our next level, which is the fib of 165. Now, again, this is a lower float stock. It moves up quicker and it moves down quicker. So unless we get volume coming in, which are, if you look here, our average volume is 7 mil. Today we were dealing with 2 mil, 2 mil, 2 mil, 2 mil, 2, 4, 12. So you need volume. The stock needs volume. What GameStop needs is, so what's your unbiased opinion on AMC? We just discussed for 45 minutes, Keith. If you rewind, we did 45 minutes on it. GameStop needs to tell us what this NFT situation is. Let me pull up the GameStop NFT. Game NFT. GameStop NFT. So if you folks remember this website, where'd it go? If you folks remember this website, let me kind of get it in the right scale. Folks, remember this website? It's the GameStop is doing NFTs now situation. So we're waiting for news on this to be able to kind of see where GameStop. Give me 1 second. I got to plug this in, or we're going to go offline. There we go. So basically, essentially, GameStop is doing NFT. We're hiring NFT people. I think this is the biggest catalyst that is sleeping right now that can truly launch GameStop into the stratosphere. We've seen what NFT news does to penny stocks, and I can see it. They're building, yeah, Larry's right on. And they're building an infrastructure for NFTs. And NFTs, games and NFTs go together like peanut butter and jelly. I was going to say cream cheese, but that's weird. But they go together like peanut butter and jelly. So I could see GameStop coming down, touching the 165 area, bouncing, or touching the 175 area and bouncing. But I think that the big move comes on the day where for GameStop is when they announce what that NFT situation is. That's when you pop, right? Hold on, we're getting a little bit of spammerooski here, so I'm going to block this user. Good on you, mate. Keep giving your opinion breakdowns. 100% AMC, but appreciate all opinions. Appreciate you, and I appreciate everyone who comes into these streams with an open mind. With ETF upgrades, there will be cheap fees on NFT sales. Exactly. Larry's exactly right. I think once the NFT upgrades happen, which Larry was kind enough to inform me in the Discord, which is sometime in early August, NFT fees, or AKA the gas fees for Ethereum transactions, lowers dramatically. So business model, cut the get better profits, right? Cut operating costs. So that will help GameStop a lot, and they can launch their NFT situation around there. So that would mean the world to GameStop to do that. World Travel Magazines, you are amazing. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you so much. It means a lot. You are amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys watching and your support. I appreciate that. Stocks do not always go up. A correction is good. I completely agree. Look, this is a consolidation phase right here. This is what you're having, is a consolidation phase. It's completely healthy. Look, I'll show you an even healthier consolidation phase on a fan favorite. Let's go to AMC again. Look at this. Before AMC had its big, massive runs, we had the big January thing, right? But then we consolidated, then a run. Nice little flag here, ran back up, consolidated, little bump. You had a bull flag here, pop. The Weeble scaling is killing me today, but pop, and then like literally straight moonshot to 72, essentially straight moonshot. But you have consolidation, and going down on a stock is healthy. Going down on a stock going down is healthy. So completely right, spot on. I completely agree with you, DK. What happens Wednesday to Friday? Let me find a Magic 8-Ball app, and then I can tell you. But I have no clue. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens, right? This is a day-by-day thing. That's what I was saying. If you follow me on Twitter, go to ryanstocks.com, hit this tile. I'll be tweeting out the charts every single day. I'll be back here live on Thursday. Oh, look, there's GameStop. GameStop's showing some life in the after hours. Look at that. So are they going to be able to move into the buying, selling of games NFT business model online using it? Oh, hold on. Let me restart that. So they're going to be able to move the buying and selling of game business model online using NFTs. So I don't think they're going to be selling full-on games as NFTs. I think they'll be selling frames of games as NFTs, or like really cool things as NFTs. So like, let's say there's a frame of your favorite Zelda game, an iconic frame, right? That will be sold as an NFT. So that, I think right now they're probably in the process of getting rights for games, working with companies like Nintendo, Activision, Ubisoft, if I'm saying it correctly. They're working with them, Unity. They're working with them to be like, hey, we want to be able to license your games, and we want to sell frames of the game. Jinx, exactly. Jinx, you said Zelda too. So we can sell like iconic frames of the game. So for example, let me show like, I don't know, let's go like Pokemon. Let's do a quick search. Pokemon, gotta catch them all. Pokemon game. Then let's go to images. Let me show you like an example of what they can NFT, right? No, we need something cool. We need old school, man. We need GBA. We need to go old school. None of this fancy schmancy stuff. See, like this. Let's say let's say this is an NFT. You can literally turn this into an NFT, right? So they can turn this into an NFT. They can turn this into an NFT. They can turn this into an NFT. So any iconic thing they could turn, like here, when Arceus showed up, turn that into an NFT. Any battles, like you can probably generate screens and then they can turn those into NFTs and sell them and buy them. So there's a lot of different things that they can do, just like, for example, if they get the rights to Pokemon, which will be very difficult. I can tell you that would be very difficult. Or Zelda, Link to the Past. That's my favorite one. This is my favorite. This is the very first Game Boy Advance game. So for example, like if they NFT this, if you play the game, you know this, I'm buying this NFT. That's just like NFT that frame, right? So like there's a lot of different things. Oh, dude, I'm getting nostalgic. If you remember, oh man, if you remember this, these are like the boss battles, right? From Zelda Link to the Past, and they were so much fun to play. It's quite difficult too, because I was a kid. And man, they were so much fun. So I would buy the heck out of this NFT. I'd buy this NFT right here. The map has an NFT. So the possibilities are literally endless. Let me see. What other games? Super Smash Brother. I know Super Smash Bros. Don't kill me. I know. Like, you can NFT that. The possibilities are endless for NFTs in video games. It's literally endless. Hey, let's just be 100% saying none of us can read the future. I can't. I don't know about you guys, but I can't read the future. GTA 5, great example. We got to go NFT hunting in GTA 5 right now, and then I'll go into doing some more stocks. But look, Grand Theft Auto 5, this is the game that does not want to put out a sequel, and the next natural step is, hey, we need to make NFTs. So like all these iconic screens, you can NFT that. They can NFT this. Look at that. Car lovers will go wild for NFTs of these guys, like this game. Like you can NFT this iconic screen, which we all know and we've seen. You can NFT this iconic screen. The maps, like it's literally infinitesimal possibilities for NFTs in video games. Okay, this is clearly a mod, but this is amazing. And whoever made this mod, reach out to me. I need you to mod my game so I can play as Iron Man. Jeez, things that people do. Grand Theft Auto developers, Rockstar, if you're watching this, I'm going to need you to put out a sequel so folks don't have to mod your game so Iron Man is playable. It's a playable character. So look, there's a lot that you can do with GameStop. So I think that eventually this will probably cool off, come down to the 165 area, and then probably move its way back up. When we get the NFT news, it will pop. It's just how it is. The only thing is we don't know when the NFT news will come. We don't know how long it will take. We don't know how big of a pop, if we even get a pop. But I think personally that it will pop on NFT news. That's just my personal opinion. Of this one. Next stock that I promised I would go over is GROM, GROM. GROM is like a new one that's going around through the ethos. This is a micro cap float. So I don't trade micro cap floats. Like it's 4 million float. I day trade them, but I don't swing trade them really because they literally fall and they can jump and they can fall. And this is a lower volume one. So this is doing its thing here. I know that they've got a lot of cool stuff going on. I don't want to spend too much time on it. I promised I'd mention it. It's hard for me to like do anything with this chart because look, 10 and then 2. So it becomes really difficult. I'll draw you fib levels. Let's draw some fibs. Let's clean this up. 10 and 2. So look, So okay, so see, this is now once you have your arsenal deployed, so you can start like playing a little bit and having some fun. Moving average, all right. So cool. Let's play. Let's play this way. Okay, so you got resistance at $4.42. It wicked up, but it was rejected. Came back down. It's bouncing. It didn't touch exactly the bottom of the Fibonacci level. It came down to a low of 296 on Friday. Today did fairly well with 8%. It's giving it. Look, these micro caps will give you and take gains very quickly. Why do we have GTA? Okay, that's why. I was like, what is that? Is it worth buying Marin? I don't know. I don't know anything about Marin. I know it's a bio stock. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about it. I know it's been running up and down like wild. I don't touch that. Okay, Aaron's got the inside scoop. GTA 5 coming out in 2025 confirmed. Dude, GTA 5 came out when I was a freshman in college. So it's been a bit. And I'm 26 for reference. God, my children are teens. Looks like an expensive the video games. Oh, yeah. They're going to get pricey. These NFTs are not cheap. If I ever have another child, think of naming it Fibu. Okay, cool. Like Fubo instead of Fibo. But yeah, Grom, look, just fairly quickly one more time. You need to break the 442 resistance, which is now paralleling with your 21 moving average of 4.2. If you can break that, you can have fun. All right, so the next one that I promised I'd go over is NEO and then Ford. Let me do Ford first. Ford, look, parallel to a micro cap, you have a macro cap here, almost $4 billion in float. So let's draw the fib levels here. Because again, you're also getting like a little tiny unlicensed lesson in how these things work. Again, they're a little more complex, but look, Ford came right to this support level. It didn't break through it, and it's holding this fib level at 443. So it's doing well. This is the thing with Ford. Once we see cars rolling out, that's when things will truly start moving. By cars, I don't mean regular cars. I mean like those EV cars. That's when you'll probably start seeing movement. Again, a lot of hype between here and here on the EV situation. We're calming down. We're cooling off. The Biden administration is very big on Ford and GE. GM, not GE. And their EVs. So they're going to get preferential treatment probably. So that will help the stock price. So definitely keep that in mind. Why are special interest groups a thing? Sad. Why do more people call out the corruption in the stock market? I think a lot of people call out the corruption in the stock market. It's there. There's a lot of shady things that happen, but it's just that I don't know what to do about it. I don't know how to change them. I'm here to help you. I can't. I'm on a micro level type of person. I can't change the macro stock market. If I could, I would, but I can't, unfortunately. So I help change on the micro. Last one that I was promised, and then I will jump into stocks from the chat. By the way, we got 40 more minutes. So don't go anywhere. We're going to talk about any and every stock you'd like to talk about. We're going to talk about here. So let's go to NEO. NEO is the Chinese EV. It's like the Tesla for China. It's a Chinese-backed EV company, and it's been having a bad 3 days. It went to a high of 55.13, which I don't think is it the 52-week high? No, 60. It's not nowhere near the 52-week high. But see, same thing here. It's sitting on this fib level of the 49. It closed above it, which is very good. And it kind of needs to find its C leg, or will come back down and test the 21 moving average. But we'll have to see again. This is a telling pivotal moment. You've got volume is it above normal? It's a little under normal, but it's on par with normal. But let's see how it plays out. NEO did not have two good trading days last week. Thursday and Friday were terrible. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see how this all plays out. But interesting. Okay. So I'm done with my list. Then we're going to jump into your stocks. So look, we've got a lot of comments that came in. So I'm going to scroll up. I'm going to try to answer as many as possible. It cuts off. It cut off at 5:50. Okay, look, if you're still here, you want your stock discussed, just do me a favor and just put it in the chat again. I apologize. Apparently it cuts off after a certain amount of time. So Matt is the first one that I'm seeing. Let's jump into it. Comment in from Aaron Ladon. Do me a favor, Aaron, hit the like button for me, buddy. Matt. Okay, we got Disney, CCIV, Apple. I see him coming in. Are there any investors that are plain evil? Anyone? Yeah, there's a lot of evil investors. Okay, I see Disney too. Okay, we're going to jump into it. So let me go to Meta Materials. This is a story for the books, folks. This is the one where Torchlight merged with. Your 50 moving, simply put, your 50 moving average is your support. You break the 50 moving average. things can get ugly. Yeah, you break the 50 moving average. I don't even want to put the top of the fib there. That's the thing. Like, this is when these stocks move up this high, it becomes much harder to analyze them because it's like these are outlier. Like in mathematics and data, you have outliers, and these are like outliers. Like these didn't sustain. Like we shouldn't. Like, if I could like go into the Weeble, pull those out, realign the chart, and just draw. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to pretend those two don't exist. I'm literally going to do that. And again, it's not correct. It's not formal. I get it, but it keeps my sanity going. Okay, so the phone's going to ring. So I'm going to mute my mic for a second. Again, 1 second, just mute my mic. All right, folks, I apologize for that. I had to mute my mic for a second. My phone was going off. Again, folks, just do me a solid. If you're in this stream, if you're in this chat, do me one solid. Go to ryanstocks.com, go to my Twitter and hit the follow button. That would mean a lot to me if you did that. It would really mean a lot to me if you did that. Got a small account that I'm trying to grow bigger, trying to build my own YouTube channel as well. It'd mean a lot if you guys went to Twitter and followed me or subscribed on the YouTube channel. Shameless plug. So metamaterials. So if we break the 50 moving average as we saw here, which is right here at 637, we're probably going to come down to 555. We break 555, we're coming down to $3, which is dangerous areas. This is an interesting company with interesting technology. I don't know. It worries me. This kind of movement I don't like. This kind of movement is shady looking. If you look at the MACD, it's down. The RSI is showing some signs of life here. But again, it needs to hold this moving average or things get wonky. So definitely keep an eye there. And by the way, you can employ stop losses to protect your capital. Don't spam. Don't spam. If you spam, I won't cover the stock. If you spam, I won't cover the stock. What you're doing is it makes it harder for me. I have to scroll all the way back up, see everyone's different stuff. So Stefan, here we go. Let's go to Disney, one of my favorite stocks. Disney was forming a kind of a wedge here. It broke out, but then it kind of surrendered. So this line is moot. Look, he broke this line today. Disney is getting interesting to me because the catalyst that I'm really waiting on for Disney is quite simple. It's the Black Widow movie that's coming out on Friday. What does that mean? Hey, Ryan, what are you doing? Are you nuts? What do you mean Black Widow movie? Well, when Mulan came out, the stock got a massive pop because it did well in the movie theaters. Well, movie theaters weren't there, but it did well in the Disney streaming, which is revenue because it's you don't get it for free if you're a kind of part of the revenue. If you're a subscriber, you have to pay like $20, I think, or $20 or $25, something like that. So I'm anticipating a 100% parallel, if not larger, movement on those sales. So I think that's going to happen. I think Disney, if you look here, it's been trading sideways in this box from 167 to 180 for a long time. It's due for a breakout. Again, you might be saying, like, the MACD says we're going lower. We'll have to see tomorrow. Look, I'm watching it closely. I've got long-term call options on this. I've got commons on this that I've been holding for a while. I'm long on the stock, but that's just me. My risk tolerance is much different than other people's risk tolerances. So play at your own play at your own kind of discretion, however you want to play this one. DM bottoming. I don't know. Let's take a look. Let's find the bottom of DM and then check out the bottom. The bottom of DM is $10. Yeah, you're bottoming. You're bottoming quite hard. I know I think they had an offering or something. Really quickly, I just want to make sure if you get an offer. Let me see. Okay, no, we are good to keep going. So look, 1020 breaks. Have we even seen under 1020 ever? I guess 940 is your next support level for desktop metal, because this is a SPAC. SPAC, de-SPAC, ran up, came back down, and offering again. I like 3D printing long term. I like 3D printing into 2025. That's how I operate. But I also operate in protecting my capital. So be careful. That's all I'm going to say. Is be careful. If 1020 breaks, things can get ugly. And Matt, we discovered Disney. We discovered CCIV. Let's go. CCIV, Lucid Motors. I do hold shares in CCIV. Full disclosure. Again, I'm going to disclose positions that I'm holding. You came to a resistance point here. So look, your MACD's curling, your RSI's downward, just so I could turn those off so I can get a little bit more screen space. So you came to this resistance area again, and not you, but I'm talking to the stock. Came to this resistance area, and it was not able to break through it. It wicked up. Look, technically your resistance area is here. It wicks up, but it can't close above it. So this $28, $29 area is hard for the stock to hold. And it makes sense. Look, there are no cars on the road. They haven't rolled out yet. They're not making money yet. It makes sense. It's fair. I like the stock long term. I think long term they'll do fantastic. That's just my personal opinion. I think 2022, 2023, this will be a fantastic stock. People will look back and wish they had time machines to come back and buy the stock when it was cheaper. But I think that it's going to be a stock that produces a lot of growing pains. Let me show you Tesla, for example, back in the day. So let me take you to Tesla. Let me go to something like a monthly chart and take you back to Tesla situation. Look, that says 30. Oh, that's the wrong stock. 30 bucks. What is 30 bucks? Look, Tesla started out as a $3 stock. Look at that. And then it grew, and then it grew, and then it grew, and then it came down, and then it grew, and then it grew. And again, look, we're starting around 15 with CCI, which is interesting. So you're starting around somewhere here. So if you see similar patterns, look, it went up and came down. This thing will oscillate and oscillate and oscillate. And look at where Tesla is now today. So I don't know what that line is, but look at where Tesla is today. So patience, and the team has to deliver. So if we provide patience and we watch our stock price and protect our capital with stop losses and risk mitigation, this could be a fantastic stock that is very well down the line. But the most important thing is Peter Rawlinson and his team need to deliver. So if they can deliver without much chaos, this will be a very good stock. This will be a very good opportunity. Apple. We were actually just talking about Apple in the beginning of the stream, so I will go very, very quickly. Again, we discussed it. Apple is pricing in the next iPhone and the next SKU of products right now after trading sideways for a bit inside kind of this box. It broke out of it. It broke out of its resistance, and now it's going for all-time highs again of 145. We actually bought call options in the Discord that I think today ran 170%. I didn't even check it. I'll check it right now. Well, it's not going to adjust because we're in after hours, but let me just double check to see where the call options ran so I can give a little plug to the Patreon. Again, Patreon, you can go to ryanstocks.com. The Patreon's right here. You can sign up and get access to a private trading Discord. We've got educational material, a very, very supportive and small team on purpose, max like 200 and 220 people ever. And we make sure that everyone learns, trades together. We trade together. We have a lot of fun. So let me tell you how we ran up. So we did 145 call options. They are up 120% at close. We were at 170, but again, the stock fluctuated. You see this wick up. Now you're seeing my desktop. Hello, desktop. You see this wick up. That's probably where I checked it, but you see we went to 143. We came down, but I think that this stock continues moving. And I think the RSI and MACD parallel that same. Yep, RSI and MACD are paralleling that same conclusion. So we will definitely, hopefully, see continual movement, but I think that we are going to make a move. So I just got a very interesting message that a stock named Maps is gone. Look at that. Look. Yes, I'm so freaking happy. We bought this stock in the Discord for 17 bucks. Now it's at 18.80. We bought it at $10. We were buying down here in the 12 area when everyone was like, oh no, the stock market is dead. We were scooping. We are back, baby. Look at that. Look at this movement on the after hours. Man, what happened? Who pumped it? Who pumped it for me? Look at this. Jiminy Cramer. Jiminy D. Good old Jimmy Cramer pumped it for us. It's the first time Jim Cramer and I are on the same side of a trade, and it's blowing my mind. Wow. Thank you, Jim Cramer. By the way, he's got me blocked. So if you guys know Jim Cramer, give him a holler. Say, unblock your boy Ryan. We can get him on the stream. I'd love to get Cramer on a stream. We could discuss stocks together. That'd be a lot of fun. I got no malice against anyone. I love having fun. Okay, look, we got to keep going. BHVBT was one of the very first stocks someone mentioned, and I want to cover it. I don't even know what it is. Hive. What am I doing? Of course I know Hive, the Ethereum Bitcoin miners. Look, this is the thing, man. With these Bitcoin and Ethereum miners, they are going to struggle when Bitcoin and Ethereum are struggling. We did a massive deep dive on Bitcoin earlier in the stream, so definitely scrub and rewind and check that out. Your support levels are at the 50 moving average and 21 moving average, and then you have support here around 220, and then you have support at 2. I don't know about the valuations of this stock. I don't know their financials. I can see their financials here. They're obviously doing better, but this number fluctuates with the price of Bitcoin and Ethereum. So you definitely have to keep that in mind. Still, the same thing holds true for my favorite stock tomorrow. So again, I'm not being biased against Hive, but I'm just saying. All right, so let's go next. Facebook Peter. We just did one of your stocks, but okay, we'll do another one. Facebook Face Libro. Look at this monster. I had a bad day today, but monster. Just running 21 moving averages support, then 50 moving averages of the parallel. It's doing well, but it looks like it needs to consolidate. So I can see it trading sideways for a bit, kind of like in a box here, probably oscillating between the 50 and the 21 for a bit, and then going for the next leg up. We'll have to see how next earnings comes in. We'll have to see how it operates. So that'd be very exciting. Donut, please. Okay, I forgot Krispy Kreme IPO'd. How are they doing? I told you, folks. I told folks on this stream that they got garbage financials. Nobody believed me. I said, this isn't worth it. It's going to tank. Here we are. Again, nobody gets in at 1550. I know that for a fact. But here we are. It's coming down. It's crashing down. My throat is like, you've been talking for too long. But it's all right. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to strut through this. Look, you've got 3 candles we're dealing with here. Let me go to something like a 1 hour chart. It's not doing well. 17 is, you got support at 17, as you can see here. So treat that as support. And then you got support at 1550. Those are your 2 support levels. I can run fibs for you. Let me see. Yep, see? 17 support, which is your 1632 support, and then you got your 1550. So hold on, let me get this exactly. I'll probably, come on, magnet, there we go. So our magnet is now connected, and we are good to go. All right, DD. Oh man, that stock got some very bad news over the weekend. China said delist the app. This is the danger with Chinese stocks, folks. Stocks that are operating in China. It's weird. It's like these guys did their whole IPO. They're so excited, and then out of nowhere, you do this. Guess they didn't grease the right person. Down 20 points. Look. Again, we're dealing with a stock that is literally bottoming out after an IPO. I can't speak on this. I don't know anything. I can look at their financials if they're even here. They're not. Cash flow is not there. Okay. They've got $3 billion cash. Their market cap is $60 billion with 3.5. Revenue is only 6. They're positive EPS. But they're trading at a wild multiple. Hold on. 1249 divided by 0.01. That's a 1,249 multiple. No, why did I just do that in my head? That's a 1,249 multiple. I still think it's overvalued. This should be like a 5. You're going to hate me. But this should be like a $4 or $5 stock. Max. $4 or $5 stock. It's just overvalued. I don't. Most tech stocks are like at, let's just say 50. Let's just say 100 PE multiple. $1. I'm sorry. I can't justify this price. It's just overvalued, in my opinion. I think this will probably go into penny stock land very soon. I mean, it should. I mean, unless Wall Street has massive support from Wall Street or something, this should be a penny stock. Microsoft. Peter, we did a bunch of your stocks. I got to skip you. Stefan, we did Apple, SPCE. This guy spammed SPCE, but you know what? I'm feeling Jenny. I hate this stock. I hate this company. I hate this stock. I hate this business model. I don't think it will survive. I think this is just a hopeless run that it's having, and I apologize if I'm offending anyone, but this is just my personal opinion. That's what I give you. You've got support here around $43. You got support here at $40, and then you got support here on your 21 moving average, which is at $40 again. So your support's at 40. It's doing very well recently because of the news. But again, my big thing is hype can only take you so far. You need some sort of momentum. to keep this thing going. SPRT support. These guys are Bitcoin miner. Very good movement, but I guess these guys are catching up because they've been like, I've read up on these guys a little bit. Their hash rates are very, very low. That's the name of the game, is hash rates. I don't care how much green energy you have. I don't care what your Bitcoin costs are. Hash rates are the name of the game. This is why it's lagging, and you can see it. The big metric right now is you need to be at 2 exahash. Mara and Riot, why are they double-digit stocks? Is because they're literally the only 2 miners that I know of off the top of my head. Now, I could be very wrong. Correct me in the comments. That are operating at like a 2+ exahash rate right now and planning to expand to much larger. Riot's going to 7. Mara's going to 10, 10.4, or 10.39. Excuse me. Okay. Hey, buddy, thoughts on Mirren? Oh, man, my thing jumped again, so I got to go from the bottom. I apologize. Palantir. Palantir is killing me because I'm trading options on it. It's just trading sideways. And I have puts and calls on it, so I'm like, go down, go up, do something. It's trading sideways, so it kills me. But it looks like it's coming down. It's got support at 24. It's got support at 24 and 23.50. Which Jeff is actually one of our Discord members. Shout out to Jeff for watching. Yeah, see, exactly, 23.86 and then 24. Those are the 2 support levels we were watching for puts. I need this thing to tank or go up. It needs to do something. Right now we're trading sideways because Cathie Wood sold off 700,000 shares of this stock, and the market with stocks like this really like to follow Cathie Wood. So I guess they have no clue what to do without her there. So it's getting a little bit weird for them, I guess. I don't know, but we'll have to see. This is an interesting one. So I'm getting a little tired. Let's keep the momentum going. Do me a solid if you guys can. If you guys can do me a solid, give me a little bit of a momentum boost. Give me a little bit of I keep showing you my desktop. Do me a favor, go to ryanstocks.com. Follow me on Twitter if you haven't. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel, will mean way more to me. Would mean like $1 million to me if you guys can go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I got a brand new video out on SoFi, SOFI, which is the next hot stock, which I think Kramer was pumping too. I'm going to cheat and go to SoFi. Yeah, look, the Kramer pump kicked in. I bought puts today, but because I know there's a lockup coming. But I explained everything. I explained everything in my new YouTube video that I did on SoFi. It's literally 2 minutes. 2 minutes, 2-minute DD. That's the new format that I want to do on YouTube, is 2-minute DD videos. You can see it here. It's 3 minutes and 20 seconds because it's 2 minutes of due diligence. And it's going to be really weird because I'm going to see 2 of myself, but I'm going to pause that so it doesn't do that. Oh, there we go. Funny frame, funny freeze frame. But look, it's literally 2 minutes of DD, and then I cover my thoughts on it towards the end. So if you want to learn about SoFi, there's literally a 2-minute video that'll explain it to you. Back to Weeble. So do me a solid, subscribe. That would mean the world to me. Peter, you're the man for subscribing. Appreciate you. Ryan at Ryan Rozbiani. Exactly, that's my Twitter. Thank you, Peter. That SoFi vid is great. Jeff, you're great. Thank you so much. Jeff is awesome. Jeff is always supporting. Jeff is liking videos, subscribing on the YouTube channel, commenting, letting me know how things are going. Jeff, you're the man. I appreciate you, and I appreciate your support. We need more people like Jeff on this planet. All right, let me get back into stock. Body. Oof, I don't like this stock, Dallin. I don't like this stock. I don't like this stock. I don't like this stock. I had the opportunity to actually talk to the CEO and the of the SPAC as well as Beachbody. It was in a Twitter space. I had the ability to ask him a question. They didn't have much for me. Let's put it that way. I was like, hey, how are you going to go from negative to $500 million in revenue? And I didn't get a straight answer, which bothered me a little bit. But hey, look, you got support at $9. It bounced. It's doing its thing. Personally, I think that this is about a $7, $8 stock, but hey, stock's traded at a premium. That's fair. Do we have their fund? We don't. This is going to be very interesting going into earnings. This is going to be one of those stocks that I'm watching into earnings. Either it does very well and explodes, or tanks hard and goes to penny land. So that's the 2 kind of mediums that we're playing with Beachbody. So definitely keep that in mind if you're trading the stock. Protect yourself. Like right now, the MACD and RSI tell me we're going lower. Let me go like a 4-hour chart. We bounced at 9, so that's good. So you're probably going to see some. You look, yeah. See, you're getting the ARC and the RSI. So, look, you need to hold $9. That's the support line you need to hold. If that breaks, things get ugly. Thank you so much for subscribing. All right, Mirin and BLIN. Let me do this. I don't know either of these. If they're bio stocks, we're in a much worse situation. Okay, they're software. I know software. I know software. Okay. I hate bio stocks because I just can't wrap my head around PDUFAs and FDA approvals. I just can't. But hey, this is, again, we discussed it. Microcaps, they go up fast and they come down fast. 10 million float. These are dangerous. This is running on hype. Last I remember, there's no news on this one. These stocks are up. Yeah, there's literally no news. If there's news, add another 33%. Okay, so it's a momentum stock. I see. Okay, this is dangerous. Momentum stocks moving like this are very hype stock. I see. Thank you, Peter. This is dangerous. I don't like when stocks run up this fast. What time frame do you rely on mostly? Daily, hourly, etc. So I like to use the daily chart. I like to use the weekly chart. I like to use the 4 hour, the 1 hour, and the 30 minute. It depends. Look, I cycle through all of them to kind of, it shows me my big thing when I'm cycling. It's to see where the patterns are going. But mainly, I like to use the daily and the weekly chart for my swing positions. Mirin Software. Look, it's a microcap. It's run up extensively without any news. Can do fib levels on it. So you tested support here at 21. It held. So again, these are like stair steps that can get very dangerous if things get ugly, or they can do very, very well. Very well if sorry, 1 second. Or they can do very, very well if we kind of keep going. Folks, my YouTube channel, I just got a notification on my phone, is 11 subscribers away from hitting 3,700. If you guys could do that for me, it would mean the world. So again, ryanstocks.com. You hit this and you subscribe. It's 11 away from 3,700. If we could break that record on live, that would mean a lot to me. I'd be able to keep this stream as a memory, as a memento. 3 to 27 in 8 days. I don't know what that means, Mike. Okay, so let me get your other stock, BLIN. Bridgeline Dig. Again, it looks like another momentum stock that gapped up massively. Congrats to anyone that's in these. These are fantastic movements. Look at that. 2 to 14, that's a 7x movement. 3, yeah. Oh, well, you're saying it went from $3 to $27 in 8 days. Yeah, that's a big movement. Turn the stream into an NFT. I'd love that. That'd be cool. I don't know how to do NFTs. If anyone does, you can hit me up. Sorry, Mirin. Yeah. Mirin went from 3 to 27 in 8 days. Yeah, it's a big move. BLIN went from 2 to 14. And what is that? 1, 2, 3. I guess 9 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Again, another micro cap. Look, folks, these are dangerous. These are very dangerous stocks. Look, the same way you gap up, you can gap down. You'll see the movement on these once people move out of them. You'll see big drops in all of them. I mean, these aren't forever hold stocks, right? These are get in and out very quickly, make your money, move on. Like we don't care about these companies, I believe. If you do, hats off. If you don't, make your money and get out, in my opinion, not financial advice. What is next? I want to see if we hit that. If we hit that 3,700, we are 4 away. We are 5 away from hitting that. If you folks go and subscribe, it would mean the world. So go to ryanstocks.com, hit this little tile, you guys can subscribe, and we can be notified of new videos, and you'll be breaking records. It would mean a lot. It would mean a lot. Thank you. And as a thank you, I will show you something very funny later if we have time. I don't know if I'll get in trouble for showing it, so I'm not gonna. I'll see what I can do. I'll sneak it in. We got 150 likes on the stream. Thank you so much for everyone hitting the like button in the stream. If you do that and you're here, you're amazing. Thank you so much. Sell. All right, let's do sell. Sir DD, no bid, no MRIN hasn't covered either. So are there shorts in MRIN and BLIN? I'm not sure. Like this thing, I don't know with these two. I'm out of the loop. Like AMC, Gamestop, we could talk about that for days. Bed Bath & Beyond, love it. We could talk about that for days. But Mirin and BLIN, I don't know those two at all. So I can't, I don't know what the momentum is on. I don't know what's going on. So I can't talk about them. I could talk to you through the chart. I could tell you this. I'm just saying natural movement of micro caps is you can gap up and you can gap down. You can move up quickly, you can move down quickly. That's just how micro caps work. I'm not saying this stock, I'm saying micro caps. Celsius Holdings, I do hold a position in Celsius Holdings. The gap closed, which is nice. We're testing the 21 moving average to see if it holds. If not, we come back down to the 50 moving average area. So we'll have to see how the stock plays out. But I love this one long term. This is one of the few kind of like beverage consumer stocks that I hold in my portfolio. Aside from it's this and Coca-Cola, I think they're like strictly like beverage stocks. I'm not like Bill Ackman. I don't keep food in my portfolio. I keep food in my belly. But yeah, see, 21 moving average and 67, which is around, let's say 68, is the two areas you want to watch. I like this stock long term a lot, though. The RSI is showing me hope. What's the 4 hour talking to me about? What's the 4 hour saying? 4 hour saying we want to turn, but we don't have enough volume. How's the volume doing on the daily? We are, what is the average 3 month? 1 point, yeah, volume has been low on this stock for a while. So yeah, low vol is going to hurt you. Someone's saying Mirren's not shortable. And someone's saying Mirren is shortable. And saying Mirren has a history of offerings and reverse splits. Ryan, you seem like a great guy and appreciate the stream, but you need to chill on self-promoting YouTube every 1 to 2 minutes. It doesn't look good. Instead, transition to self-promotion better. You're right. You're right. I see. The promotion gives me a chance to kind of like clear my head. I appreciate you, though. You're correct. I'm just quite tired. I haven't done a 2 hour stream in a long time. So Meet Kevin did like a 36-hour live stream. Hats off to him. That's a very hard thing to do. But no, I appreciate the feedback. You're 100%. You're 100%. It wasn't meant to be self-promotion or anything. I was having fun. But you're right. Clove. Is someone saying, Chris Wood says, Clove appears to be a pump and dump. Okay, let's see. Let's check it out. JR, thank you so much for subscribing. Oh, come on. CLOV. Clover Health. Bane of my existence, Clover Health. Shamath Palihapitia's IPOC SPAC. That has been the bane of my existence. I'm going to do the same thing I did with the other stock. I'm going to ignore the two massive green candles up here. Just so look, if I did that, if I kept them and we did that, it makes it harder for the support levels. And I'm watching, so I'm kind of like doing is like I'm going to ignore that those candles even exist. And it creates better areas of support. It parallels natural support levels a little bit better. Like see here, it parallels the 50 moving average, which is at 1044, which we broke today. Not good. Valuation-wise, I've actually run numbers on this stock. It's about a $6 to $7 to $8 stock on a good day. It's just how the sector operates and how it is. It's not a stock that I'd bet my horse on. I wouldn't bet the farm on this stock. There's much better stocks out there in this sector if you want to operate in this sector. Like for example, Mile's a good one. It's a parallel. Look, Mile operates in a very similar. What's the market cap? 1.10 bill. What's the market cap on Clove? 4 bill. So you can see where I'm coming from. If we're just comparing it to like-minded companies in the sector. All right, we got 7 minutes, by the way. We only have 7 minutes on the stream left. I can't believe it. We did 2 hours. That's awesome. You folks are amazing. Dom, thank you so much for subscribing. Oh God, people always have something to complain. I'm sorry if I'm complaining. Benzinga Luke recommended IRG a few months ago. Let's take a look at it. I unfortunately don't have time to watch every single stream, or I would. But let's see. Let's see how Luke did. ISRG. Look at that. Shout out to Luke for catching that. Look at that. You're welcome. I'm going to say you're welcome on behalf of Luke. Look, Matt, even if you got in today, 9%, it's $1,000 stock. What do they do? Healthcare and equipment supplies. Okay, makes sense. What is this? Low float. Market cap is 112 bill. For the financials, bad Q1, but still kept moving. See, look at this. Look at this. Cost of revenue. Wait, I'm like, how? Now it makes more sense. $1.2 billion in $1.29 billion in revenue, almost 1.3 bill. Cost of revenue came down. Profits went up. Formula for a good stock. Formula for a good movement. Look at that. Massive move. Earnings were here. Small dip. And then rip. So congratulations to whoever was an ISRG. You don't complain, right? These people complain. I get it. Some people don't like it when people plug on YouTube videos, and that's fine. We have 5 more minutes. Let's see. Now I'm just scrolling to see if I can catch something. VPT. Let me see. VPT. No, this isn't correct. VPT. Oh, I'm sorry, but VPT isn't coming up. Is it VP? Oh. Yeah. I don't know what I'm looking at. Is it an OTC stock? Okay, I'm going to assume this is the stock you're talking about. Yeah, it's always weird when my Weeble just decides to change the way it looks. It usually means you've entered into OTC land or something out of the ordinary. I think I need a coffee intervention too. That, by the way, Kevin Paffraff or Meet Kevin is who I strive to be in terms of like a YouTuber. So that's kind of like the goal I have for myself to one day get there. That's the dream. So hey, maybe in 10 years I can come back to this video and see if we got there. We didn't, but hey, speaking it into existence, 1 million subscribers. One day we'll get there. We'll get there. It's all about hard work and determination. All right. Let's go. So look, you hit your support level here on the fib and you bounce, which is good, but you're seeing resistance at the higher support level, which is 0.368. Again, I'm assuming this is the right stock. Let me see if you commented if you're still here. Raymond is asking, is AMC over? Raymond, do me a favor. We spent 45 minutes talking about it. If you rewind, you'll definitely check it out. You'll definitely see we discussed it in depth. Yeah, Richard's right. This looks like an OTC. But hey, it's doing decent. Look, MACD's turning, but your RSI is not good. Your volume is much less. What is the average? Do you even get that here for OTCs? You do. 1.2 mil, but volume is significantly lower. What do these guys even do? Healthcare equipment. Okay. It was like ISRG. But in Pennyland with a, what's the float? Okay, free float 6. So it's a low float. All right, so I'm gonna get. I hate when stocks do this. That's the one. Okay, perfect. Bought in at 0.1, out at 6. Good re-entry point. It could be. I definitely watch here because you don't want to hit resistance multiple times then break down lower. But you do have good support here on the 0.296. And congratulations on your 6x move. I'm very happy for you, JR. So shout out to JR. But congratulations. Okay, so I have to wind down. There's another fantastic show coming on board. This is going to be the last stock that we go over. Then I'm going to do one more plug because we were one subscriber away from 3,700 on my YouTube channel. But we're going to do one more stock. Let's see. What is it? What is it? Boom. Let's do it. ARK, not ARKX. ARK is not the one that I went with ARKX personally. But we're going to do ARK. ARK, Kathy Wood, the one that doesn't have Bitcoin in it. They all have Tesla in it, right? They all have Tesla in them. I know ARKW does. And then I'll clip it here. Look, this follows tech. Her portfolios are heavily tech stocks, right? ARK analyzing ETF options again. Best ETFs. I'd have to see holdings of ARK. Again, I'm only down to a minute and 30 seconds. I'm doing this on the fly. ARK Innovation ETF. Yeah, let's do that. So you got Tesla, Roku, TDoc, Teladoc, Zoom, Square, Shopify, Twilio, Spotify, Coin, Unity, CRISPR. Interesting. This is like the medley of all of them. Like ARKG's got stocks in here. ARKW's in here. You got Twitter in here. You got genomics, tech, financial. So it's like ARKF, ARKW, and ARKG combined into sort of one. But it's not her top performing one. ARKW performed a lot better last year. But hey, look, it broke here. You have to see, will we come down to 121 or will we just bounce off of this? We'll have to watch very closely. So, folks, I want to personally thank you all so much for sticking around with me for 2 hours. We did a 2-hour stream. I started at 5. Now we're here at almost a minute to go. So I wanted to, again, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you all so much. Let's see, were we able to get, oh no, we're one shy. We're one away from the 3,700. So if you guys click here, go to my YouTube channel, subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. I have a brand new video on SoFi out right now. It's literally 2 minutes. and you can check it out. These are like massive DD videos that I do on like all this other stuff. Our views have been down a little bit, but I'd appreciate if you guys checking out. 2-minute video on SoFi, fantastic stock that I'm looking to add heavily on towards the end of this month, early next month. I make the DD easy for you. If you want to connect with me, you can go to twitter.com/Ryan Rozbiani or literally click on this tile and it will take you there. And if you'd like to join the private trading community, which we're buying, selling stocks, trading together, learning together, having a lot of fun together, not financial advice, more like coaching or something like that. You can click here, join the Patreon. It will add you to the private Discord. You'll get all the watch list, all the awesome stuff. We do very well. We had, I think today, let me see, I posted 2 recaps. We had 100 and something percent. Two options ran very well today. 173% on a BABA put ran today, and a 98% runner on a NVIDIA call from last week from Sung, and 160% runner in 90 minutes on Apple. So I appreciate. Oh, Vizzle, we also swinging Vizzle, 13% one day. Not bad. Again, you have to get in and out quickly. But yeah, I appreciate you all for watching. Thank you so much. It always means the world to me. No, I didn't want to click on that button. I wanted to click on this button. Thank you guys always for watching. I appreciate you all. It means the world to me that you guys stuck around. If you do me a favor, on your way out, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and hit the bell button to be notified of new videos. You guys are amazing. I appreciate you all so much for sticking around. And my team Gurgav, I'm always team Gurgavin. You all are all amazing. You are all awesome. I really appreciate you all for sticking around for 2 hours. And unfortunately, I have to end the stream here, but I'll be back on Thursday. I don't know if I'll have a 2-hour time slot on Thursday, but I will be back here on Thursday. No, it is not. And that is not my old badge in the DOT video. That is actually a Bitcoin. What badge are you talking about? In the Mara video. Which one? I don't know what you're talking about. No, that's not it. That's a Bitcoin, man. That's a Bitcoin. But I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day or night. And as always, remember, buy the fear, sell the FOMO. None of this was financial advice. This was all meant for education and entertainment purposes only. Hit the like button on your way out. And there's another show coming up right now. Bye-bye. Ba-boom.